Welcome back to the channel, folks. Welcome back. Bobiddle, is that him over there hiking in the woods in the snow? That is not him, folks. We are here in the Murfreesboro area where they got a bunch of snow recently with our friends Auto Collection of Murfreesboro. Their information is on the bottom of the screen, folks. Hit them up, check out their website. They always have cool stuff. And this is another one of those moments, folks. So yeah, check their website out. We need to get straight to this car because I am dying to hear it again. I want y'all to hear it. This thing is amazing. So what is this? This is a 2022 C63 AMG, or C63s, sorry, AMG. It's about 6,000 or 7,000 miles on it. It's pretty much brand new. If you failed to understand what vehicle this is a C-Class coupe. So it's the smallest, or one of the smaller sedans or coupes that they have available. It's so small that they couldn't fit the all-wheel drive system that all of the other cars have when they're paired with this twin turbo V8 that makes just over 500 horsepower. So this is a rear wheel drive only sports coupe, which honestly, it's as close to a supercar as I can probably afford. Overall, this car is, I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 if you ask me, all the way down to that front valance. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Super fancy. It's got the nice little rear wing. It's got this matte black paint from the factory. I think the only thing it's missing is tinted windows, but you guys can do that if you decide you want to own this vehicle. The rear windows have got a little tint, the front not so much. Again, bear with us because this car was covered in snow when I picked it up earlier. I just barely got it wiped off. You can see there's still a bit of residue laying around, a little bit of ice. Again, these guys did get some winter weather here on the first half of the January week. So well, let's do what we normally do. We're gonna start this process in the rear. I'm gonna break out this key and kind of show you guys. There it is. Well, you gotta hold it, yeah. Boom. And she opens. And I'll be honest, there is not a ton of room in here. We've got our NCC bag for scale. And you can see it's taking up the majority of the space in here. There's not a huge entry, very small. Definitely enough for two people. I don't know that you can fit golf bags in here, but I do what it did. Sorry again, a little bit of ice fell off of here, waterfall style. If you own one of these and you live in a wintry weather area, I'm sure you're used to that happening because it looks like you can kind of see this ice gets kind of stuck in here, and or if there's ice stuck to that, it just slides right down and in. It's definitely what happened to me when I popped this trunk. A bunch of ice Lego fell in there. I did clean it out, but the story of my life, I can't always do anything or everything right, I guess. Okay, so again, trunk space, not a ton, enough for you and a buddy. We're gonna make our way in through the passenger side first so y'all can get a grip, and then we'll go over to the driver's side. One thing I noticed for sure are these seats. We'll quickly do our little door card game. I like this metal. Again, this is for the seat. You can see it moving there. All the controls for the seat are here except for the lumbar, which is right there on the side. Really nice feeling leather right here, specifically where your arm goes. I would love to bump my elbow against that. Oh wow, this is even softer. Contrast stitching, enough room for you to store your random goodies in there. It's got the Burmeister stereo, so it bumps in here, folks. I have not seen these seats before. These are, I think these are what come in the GTR. I'm not, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, these seats are really nice. Clearly well bolstered there. You can see not only on this side, but right there. And I like the design. You know, this is kind of the suede, this red or this white stuff. It's white, right? No, it's not. Blue blockers screw me up every time. That's yellow. But wow, it looks nice, and that's yellow contrasting stitching as well. These seats are really legit. I don't know if you guys have been in the Recaro seats that come in the GT500. They look very similar to this. And yes, the GT500 does have some pretty fancy seats if you do get the Recaros. The dash, I love these old school vents. If you go back and look at the 70s cars, they all had a vent similar to this. I like that they've kind of stuck with this where possible. And the dash, nice little concave, little waterfall. This is super soft. And then carbon throughout. We'll make our way over to the stereo there, or to the driver's side, but a ton of carbon throughout the interior. This whole center stack is completely covered in it. The steering wheel's got it on it, and go all the way around. This is nice. Now this is a two-seater, but it does have seats in the back. It is a four-seater. A couple seats in the back. I don't think anybody can fit in there. I mean, you can fit a bag in there, but that's about all you're going to fit. I do like this nice little wing hanging off here. It's pretty cool. One thing that's kind of annoying me is the chrome handles. They could have gone with like a black chrome. Probably would have looked and felt a little bit better. Again, the door cards are real nice and fancy. Love the feel, the touch. We make our way in. I'm just going to move this seat back as much as I possibly can, so that I can show you as much as I possibly can of the interior. Whoa. All right, so you can fit tall people in this vehicle. That is for sure. All right, so start up. You got your nice little button down over here, and we'll press it. Okay, so flat bottom steering wheel, and y'all could probably hear the loudness going on out there. I'm gonna give it a couple revs. The car is warm. Wow, that sounds real healthy. That's in regular comfort mode. So when you go to Sport Plus, I know y'all heard that difference. Let's give her a couple revs. One more time. I cannot believe this thing is stock. All right, let's put it back in quiet mode so y'all can hear me. There we go, back in quiet mode. This thing is amazing. I'm a huge fan of how they can Jekyll and Hyde these cars. I mean, this sounds like NASCAR, bro, and that's not even loud. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. All right, okay, get back to it. No more of the conniption. Okay, so first things first, you can kind of see, there we go, see that little bobber? That's giving you the seat belt because it's too hard to get the seat. It's a little bit too hard to get the seat belt to come, so it does give it to you, and that thing will sit there until I pull the seat belt. Once I pull it, it will go away, so that's kind of cool. All of these buttons, look at all these. You can change all of the stuff here. As you know, whether you want suspension, you see it switch to sport suspension, and then this is your driver's mode, your comfort, sport. Again, it's adjusting everything all the way around. Sport Plus, the exhaust goes loud, and then you got race, which one mo better, I guess. We're gonna go back into comfort. Oh look, it's got slippery mode. That's kind of cool at the top there. That's pretty legit. So other than these bobbers, you have these normal display buttons, and you can kind of, if I really want to, so you can kind of see see it moving. It's very much a sliding screen. So we'll go into the performance, and it's got a little G meter on the left. Let's go ahead and go back to navigation, and it'll give you road is not mapped. Oh, because I'm not on. Oh, there's navigation here. We're sitting in a parking lot, so bear with us. Let's just go back to performance. I love the way this looks. It's very simple design, but highly functional. Steering wheel looks super fancy. Flat bottom. I love this aluminum. I mean, this is one of the nicest in the game. If it's up to me, this steering wheel, I take this on any car. I love these little screens that, it doesn't look like it's a screen until you change it, and then it is. Really, really cool. Very basic setup as far as the waterfall design here. You've got enough room for your phone to sit here, and then a little bit of storage in there. All of this can be controlled by this and this. I would probably be using this more than likely, and then again with all of your different modes available upon press. You got your loud exhaust, and I don't know if you heard it, but it did switch over. We'll show our rear camera. It's not working. Wait, let's see here. It's not a touch screen, so I'll figure this stuff out eventually. There we go. So it does give you a hilarious amount of options. I'm using this knob here to turn it. So again, with a really cool amount of camera stuff available, it's nice. And again, this is a very basic setup. They didn't overdo it. You've got your AC controls here, as well as your menu control. Look at that. Climate control overview. Just what I need, an overview on how to turn the AC on. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with these buttons right here. So there's your radio and your nav and your other buttons that are also available there. And then we'll kind of make our way in. You can see more power. You can kind of see it. More power, and then a fair amount of storage nestled in there. A couple more revs before we shut her down. Again, that is in comfort mode. Just amazing. Parking brake is down here, which is in a kind of a weird location. But hey, I digress. It's there, at least it's there. Let's see if I can figure out how to pop a little lever underneath there. Pop the hood so you can see what's making all this mess again. Twin turbo V8, good for just over 500 horsepower. There's a couple different variants. That's gonna hold up. I don't know why I thought it wasn't gonna hold up. But there she is. Yeah, the two turbos. Kind of see the front of them sitting in the hot V of the V8. This is, folks, this is a dying breed. Most of these cars are going to have 4-cylinder turbos with electric helps. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, I strongly advise you, if you have the interest, sorry about the little blurriness there, if you have the interest in one of these high horsepower cars with the V8, you better get them now, because they are gone. Well, it's about all I got. Really appreciate you guys taking your time to check this ride out with me today. Again, we are with our friends at Auto Collection of Murfreesboro. Their info is on the bottom of the screen. Big shout out to them for continuing to always have amazing rides for us to check out. This is very much, I don't know if it's a dream car. It's definitely a car I would love to drive, and I'm sure you would too. So hit their website out if you want this car or one like it. For my man Bo Biddle, who is quite possibly working in these woods, we'll let him keep working. My name is Ben Barber. We'll see you guys in the next video.